My family chose my pregnant sister and my cheating husband, then I exposed everyone. But to understand how we got there, I've to tell you how everything went down. Hello everyone, welcome to Reddit Drama Stories, where we brought best Reddit stories to life. For 7 years, Veronica believed she had the perfect life. She had built a successful business from nothing. While others spent their 20s partying, Veronica worked 16-hour days building a company that eventually became worth millions. She married David, the man she thought would stand beside her through every success and failure. And she had a younger sister, Sarah. Everyone always describes Sarah as sweet, innocent, and delicate. Take care of your sister, Veronica. Your sister needs you. You're the strong one. Veronica heard those words her entire life. So she paid Sarah's college tuition. She helped her find apartments. She paid off her credit card debt. She even gave Sarah a job in one of her companies when Sarah couldn't keep employment for more than 6 months. Veronica believed family came first. What she didn't know was that the people she sacrificed everything for were preparing to destroy her. There was one thing missing from Veronica's marriage: children. For 7 years, she endured endless comments from family members. When are you giving us a grandchild? Maybe you should see another doctor. Poor David. He deserves to be a father. Every family gathering felt like torture. Her mother constantly blamed her. Her father suggested fertility treatments. Her in-laws always taunted her. Sarah would act sympathetic. I know how hard this must be for you, Veronica. Meanwhile, David sat quietly and allowed everyone to believe Veronica was the problem. The truth was completely different. Years earlier, Veronica had secretly discovered David suffered from severe fertility issues. Multiple specialists confirmed it. David would never be able to father a child naturally. Veronica protected him. She never told anyone. She absorbed every insult, every accusation, every humiliation. For 7 years. Because she loved him. Because she believed marriage meant protecting each other. She never imagined David would repay that loyalty with betrayal. One Monday morning, Veronica left for an important business conference. The trip was supposed to last 5 days. David kissed her goodbye. Good luck, honey. Sarah even stopped by the house. I'll keep David company while you're gone. Everyone laughed. Veronica laughed too. She trusted them completely. But the conference ended earlier than expected. A major deal closed ahead of schedule. Veronica decided to surprise her husband. She bought his favorite wine, ordered his favorite dessert, and drove home without telling anyone. As she entered the house, she noticed something strange. David's car was there. Sarah's car was there too. The house was unusually quiet. She smiled. Maybe they were planning a surprise for her. Then she walked upstairs and heard laughter. A woman's laughter. Sarah's laughter. Coming from her bedroom. Her heart began pounding. Slowly she pushed the bedroom door open and froze. David and Sarah were lying together under the blanket, half naked, in her bed, the same bed she shared with her husband. For a moment, Veronica couldn't breathe. The world stopped. Everything she believed shattered in a single second. What the hell is going on? David jumped up. Sarah screamed. Neither could speak. Neither could explain. Finally Sarah placed a hand over her stomach and said the words that changed everything. I'm pregnant. Veronica stared. What? I'm pregnant with David's baby. Silence. Then David spoke. We didn't mean for this to happen. Veronica laughed bitterly. You didn't mean for this to happen? You're sleeping with my sister. Sarah started crying. David tried to comfort her. In front of Veronica. That hurt more than the cheating itself. Then Sarah whispered. We love each other. Veronica felt something inside her die. She immediately called a family meeting. Surely everyone would support her. Surely everyone would be horrified. But when she arrived at her parents' house, something felt wrong. Nobody seemed shocked. Nobody seemed angry. Nobody demanded explanations. Instead, everyone looked uncomfortable. Then her mother spoke. Veronica, we already know. The room spun. What? Her father nodded. We've known for months. Sarah lowered her head. David remained silent. Veronica looked around. Every single person knew. Every single one. They had hidden it from her. For months. Her own family. The same people she supported financially. The same people she sacrificed for. All of them. Then came the final blow. Her mother grabbed her hand. Sarah is pregnant. So? The baby needs stability. Veronica frowned. Then her father said something unbelievable. You should accept their relationship. Silence. What did you just say? Be reasonable. Veronica stared at him in disbelief. Then her mother continued. And you should transfer your inheritance share to Sarah. Veronica almost laughed. What? The baby deserves security. At that moment, Veronica realized something horrifying. They weren't choosing Sarah because she was right. They were choosing Sarah because they wanted Veronica's money. She left home and started driving without any thinking. That night Veronica sat alone in a hotel room. She replayed the past 7 years. Every insult, every accusation, every time they blamed her for not having children. Every family dinner, every cruel comment, every fake smile from Sarah. Every lie from David. Then she remembered something important. David couldn't father children, meaning one thing: Sarah's baby wasn't David's. A slow smile appeared on Veronica's face. For the first time since discovering the affair, she wasn't crying. She was planning. If they wanted war, they would get war. For the next 6 weeks, Veronica became a detective. She hired private investigators. She obtained records, messages, photos, financial documents, everything. The evidence revealed shocking secrets. Sarah wasn't just cheating with David. She had been involved with multiple men simultaneously. One of them was her ex-boyfriend. A DNA connection strongly pointed toward him being the father. Then came David's secret. Veronica acquired medical records proving his infertility. Legal, verified, undeniable. But she wasn't finished. She investigated family finances and discovered massive debts. Her parents were drowning financially. Sarah owed money everywhere. David secretly borrowed against assets he didn't own. Even worse, they expected Veronica's inheritance to rescue them all. She realized their entire plan. Use Sarah's pregnancy, manipulate Veronica emotionally, gain access to her wealth, and secure their future. They never expected Veronica to fight back. A month later Veronica contacted everyone. "I've thought about everything." Her mother looked hopeful. David looked relieved. Sarah smiled smugly. "I've decided to accept the relationship." Everyone celebrated, exactly as Veronica expected. Then she announced something else. "I'd like us all to have dinner together." One final family dinner. They happily agreed. Veronica booked the most luxurious restaurant in the city. Private ballroom, VIP service, expensive decorations. Everyone assumed she was surrendering. Nobody realized they were walking into a trap. The night arrived. The entire family attended. Sarah wore a white dress, almost like a bride. David sat beside her. Veronica's parents looked proud. Even David's parents attended. Everyone believed Veronica was finally accepting reality. The first hour went smoothly. Food, drinks, conversation. Then Veronica stood up, tapped her glass, and smiled. "I'd like to make a speech." Everyone applauded. Veronica connected her laptop to the restaurant projector. The lights dimmed, and the real show began. The first slide appeared. Photos, messages, dates, names. Sarah's smile disappeared. Veronica calmly spoke. "Everyone has congratulated Sarah for carrying David's child." The room nodded. "Unfortunately, there is one problem." Another slide appeared. Evidence connecting Sarah to her ex-boyfriend during the same period. Then another. And another. Then messages involving other men. Gasps echoed across the room. Sarah turned pale. "Veronica, stop." But Veronica continued. "You weren't faithful to David either." The room exploded with whispers. David looked horrified. Sarah started crying. Veronica remained calm. The truth is Sarah had relationships with multiple men at the same time. Then she displayed timelines, dates, locations, evidence. Impossible to deny. Sarah's lies collapsed instantly. Then Veronica moved to the next presentation. "Now let's discuss David." David stood up. "Enough." "No, David. Sit down." The confidence in Veronica's voice shocked everyone. Then she displayed medical documents, verified reports, doctor statements, years of records. The room fell silent. "For 7 years, everyone blamed me for not having children." Veronica's voice trembled. "Everyone humiliated me." Tears filled her eyes. "But I protected David." She looked directly at him. "Because I loved him." David lowered his head. Then Veronica delivered the final blow. "David cannot biologically father a child." Silence. Absolute silence. The room froze. Sarah's face turned white. David's parents stared at him. Nobody spoke. Then Veronica added, "So if Sarah is pregnant?" She looked at Sarah. "It isn't David's baby." Chaos erupted. One by one, Veronica exposed everything. The emotional abuse, the manipulation, the lies, the family meetings, the comments about infertility, the years of humiliation. For the first time everyone heard her side. Then she revealed financial records. Her father's debts, her mother's loans, Sarah's unpaid balances, David's secret liabilities. David's parents looked horrified. They had no idea. Veronica displayed every document, every signature, every hidden account, every lie. Years of deception collapsed in minutes. Finally her mother stood up. "We're still family." Veronica smiled. The room became quiet. Then she delivered the speech nobody would forget. You all wanted my inheritance. Nobody responded. You wanted me to sacrifice everything for people who betrayed me. She paused. You thought I needed your inheritance. Another pause. Then she laughed. A confident, powerful laugh. You have no idea who I am. Everyone stared. Veronica clicked the final slide. Her company valuation appeared. The room gasped. Properties, investments, business acquisitions, assets. A true empire. Years of hard work. Millions upon millions. I don't need your inheritance. She looked directly at Sarah. I built my own. Then at her parents. You spent your lives waiting for someone else's money. Then at David. You spent your life depending on mine. She smiled. I already created an empire. The room sat in stunned silence. Nobody had anything left to say. No excuses. No lies. No manipulation. No demands. Everything had been exposed. Veronica gathered her purse, adjusted her jacket, and headed toward the exit. Sarah cried. David begged. Her parents called her name. But Veronica never looked back. Some people lose everything because of betrayal. Veronica gained something far more valuable. Freedom. The inheritance they fought over no longer mattered. Because Veronica had discovered her true worth. Not in family approval, not in marriage, not in money, but in herself. And as she walked out of that restaurant, leaving every liar behind, she knew one thing with absolute certainty. They stole her husband, but they could never steal her future. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more Reddit drama stories every week. What would you have done in Emma's situation? Let me know in the comments. Until then, sending you lots of love.